He has been sent to hospital, right? Yeah. Hide behind the letter. I didn't want anyone to talk about my wife or anyone to see you like this, Jungkook said, eye looking at Taeyong, whose shirt was torn and his skin was showing. They bowed his head and looked at himself. They lowered his eyes in shame. They wear this. Jungkook was wearing only a shirt. He had taken it off and given it to Tae. He couldn't see him embarrassed. They keep looking at Taeyong shirtless, in surprise, then holding the shirt and put it on. They ran toward the pillar. By then, a heavy force has come up. Sir, the officer addressed Jungkook respectfully, came toward him. Take him, but not to the police station, to the hospital, that too for a month, and from there he will go to jail again. He smiled at Ali's presence and said, Jungkook, I will see you. I will not leave you in Taeyong, he said while panting. In response, Jungkook slapped him, knocked him to the ground again. If I wanted, I could bury you underground right now. But what can I do? I want to make you go to the hospital. The torture you received there gave relief to my burning heart. They sat down and spoke in a cool tone, which scared Ali. Take him away. He stood up, giving orders. The policeman had dragged him away. Standing leaning against the wall, they smiled slowly. The torture you feel, they gave relief to my burning heart. His word began to spread across Taeyong like a fragrance for the person he was, who valued every relationship connected to him. Let's go. He came closer to Tae and said very affectionately. They were shocked and then scared, seeing his chest. We'll go in the helicopter. They pointed toward the helicopter, standing far away, and said excitedly, Yeah. He looked at Tae's face and said. They looked at him. Wow. As soon as he said that, they ran toward that. He walked behind Taeyong with strong step. Jungkook first climbed up himself, then helped him up and sat inside. As soon as he sat down, the helicopter fans started moving. Slowly, they rose up from the ground. I'm so excited. They spoke excitedly and shook Jungkook's arm. Jungkook looked at him, at the redness of their face, with a spark in his eyes. God, if I know you had come to pick me up in a helicopter, I would have been kidnapped before already. They spoke excitedly while looking at the clouds. They stopped talking nonsense. Jungkook spoke angrily. They smiled. Their young hair was flying in the wind and falling on Jungkook's face. Jungkook was shocked for the first time and saw his hair. They was looking outside, taking Taeyong both hands. Are we going home? They said smilingly. Yes, he just said that and started looking at their face, on which they started looking at him with sadness. You know, when I was in school, I was very fond of watching airplanes flying, and I wanted to take a long journey in them, and then taking selfies. Jungkook, do you have your phone? Please give it to me. They got excited as soon as he said it and started moving Jungkook's arm. What? Please, I want to take selfies, and if you refuse, I will jump out of here. Jungkook took a deep breath and took out his mobile. Oh, unlock it first. They made a face and said. Jungkook pressed the fingerprint and gave it to Taeyong. Privacy? Grab my mobile. There will be no lock. Which boyfriend do I have that I keep putting privacy? They made a face and said, There were 4 or 5 boyfriends of yours whom you're serious with. He spoke in a pointed manner, on which they panicked, then shook his head. Settling his hair, they started taking selfies, making strange facial expression, and the helicopter started landing. When the fun was starting to come, we came to the ground. They spoke with sadness, on which he kept looking at they. This boy had just gone through such a hard situation, but no one could have said that by looking at him. That this was the same boy who had been scared a while ago. Lisa was shocked in seeing them both getting out. Jungkook put the phone to his ear and went inside. While talking to someone, Aldeon was making a bad face behind him. Why is he shirtless? And why is Theon wearing his shirt? She said in surprise. Of, I lost everything because of Guy. I didn't compromise with his nature. If I had, I would have everything with me today. Lisa said, paused his lips. Hyun. Hun saw Theon and ran to hug him. He was crying and kissing their face again and again. Hyun, are you okay? Has anything happened to you? Why did you go out? That evil person didn't say anything to you, right? He hugged Tae and spoke in a sad tone. Hun, be brave. Control yourself, Jungkook said seriously. Separating him from Taehyung, Hun looked at Jungkook and hugged him. Jungkook Hyung, if you were not there, what would have happened? What would you do to my Hyung? I don't understand. How can I thank you? He said in a sad tone, touching Jungkook's hand with his eyes. He spoke in a serious tone. They paused his lips. Hun, Tae is my wife. It is my responsibility to protect him. I have not done anyone any favor. He was speaking in a serious tone, I wiping away Hun's tears. Taehyung smiled, I wiping away his tear. Hun, I'm completely fine. I swear. I have not been hurt. Yeah, I just fell. I was slightly scratched. Nothing else happened. Now go to sleep. I have been eating like this since the morning. I'll send you the food and freshen up until then. They said very lovingly, arranging his brother hair with his fingers. Hun kissed his forehead and went out. Taehyung was fighting with him in his sleep very loudly, on which the half-asleep Jungkook sat up in an instant. This boy has started mumbling in his sleep. It's mean he can't sleep quietly. Jungkook mumbled helplessly, holding his head. I'll drink your blood. Oh, I won't drink your dirty blood. Drink it yourself and die. Now it's fun, isn't it? They raised his legs and beat the bed with anger. Jungkook grabbed the pillow and walked straight toward the study room, muttered regretfully, This boy can't change himself. Hun, listen to me. Saying, Hun leaving for college, Jungkook called him out, on which he ran come closer to Jungkook. Yes, I am. He came closer to him and said, I wanted to ask you something. Sit down for a moment. Jungkook mentioned him to sit down and said, Yeah, ask. He placed the bag on the other chair and spoke seriously. Since when do they have this disease of mumbling alone? I mean, mumbling in his sleep. He took a sip of tea and looking at Theon, who was in the balcony.